Welcome to Puzz Loop. This is an action puzzler developed by Mitchell Corporation and released in arcades back in 1998. In this game, you have to obliterate a track full of marbles before they reach a certain endpoint on the track. Usually that endpoint will be located in the center of the playing field. And if one single marble manages to get to the center, then you get a game over instantly. That's right, you got one life only in this game, so it's pretty high stakes, unless you're playing the game on an emulator, in which case you can just keep inserting more credits over and over, but if you were playing this in the arcades, it definitely would have been high stakes for sure. Now, the way in which you go about removing marbles from the track is that you have to match 3 of the same color marbles together, and they will get destroyed immediately. There are various power-ups that you can also use to help yourself along, such as a bomb upgrade that you can pick up in order to remove marbles of a certain color from the track, and by that I mean it removes all marbles of that specific color from the track. I think there's another upgrade that you can collect that also causes the marbles to slow down on the track, which gives you more time to react to them, and this game overall is a pretty fast-paced and pretty hectic action puzzler that is way more difficult than it appears at first. At face value, the game doesn't seem to be terribly complicated, and to be fair, it's not, but it turned out to be way harder than I expected it to be. Now, I'm not sure how commercially successful Puzz Loop was overall. I do know that it was released internationally. There were official versions of this game that came out in North American and European arcades, and the game would later be ported to PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Color, and even iOS, surprisingly? And I guess it must have been at least popular enough to warrant a sequel, because we did actually get a sequel to Puzz Loop in 2001 that was simply called Puzz Loop 2. From my understanding, though, the second Puzz Loop game doesn't differ all that much from the original, except for the fact that the cannon that you're normally firing marbles from and also firing marbles at now seems to be manned by an actual character. But other than that, it doesn't seem like too much was changed in between the first and second games. Now, before I get to playing this game, I do want to provide a bit of an explanation as to why I'm choosing to play this game today. Because if you've been listening to how I've been describing this game for the past couple of minutes or so, the description might sound very familiar to you. It'll especially ring a bell if you've ever seen the video that I did on Zuma a few years ago, and that's because this game is basically Zuma. Yeah, so in case you don't recall, I did an entire video on Zuma Deluxe back in July of 2020, and the whole premise of Zuma Deluxe was basically the exact same as this. You were controlling a stone frog that could shoot marbles out of its mouth, and you had to try and match marbles of the same color together. It was also like a match 3 puzzler too, and you had to try and destroy all the marbles on the track before they got to the center of the track, because that would completely destroy your stone frog. And I did talk about Puzz Loop briefly at the start of that video, cause it's pretty obvious that Zuma takes a lot of inspiration from this particular game. And I also discussed how Mitchell Corporation were not exactly huge fans of the fact that PopCap basically took ideas from their puzzle game franchise and used it as their own, or I guess, like, reappropriated it, because I don't think it's fair to say that they just straight up copied it. And to be fair, I'm not entirely sure if the concept of Puzz Loop is all that unique or original either, because I played this game for about 20 minutes off screen before recording, and I came to realize pretty quickly that this game is definitely reminiscent of Bust-A-Move. Which does make me wonder, did Mitchell Corporation themselves take inspiration from other developers? In this case, Taito? Because I think Taito were the ones who made Bust-A-Move. I mean, look man, at the end of the day, all art is pretty much derivative, and video games are really not that different in that regard. It's usually just developers taking good ideas and putting their own unique spins on them, pretty much. But that's completely okay though, because oftentimes it has led to some of the best video games ever created, and some of the worst video games ever created too, not gonna lie about that. The overall point that I'm trying to get at here is that I mentioned in the intro for the Zuma Deluxe video that I would probably try to play Puzz Loop at some point in the future, and I would like to try and finally show you guys this game and give you an idea as to where the developers of Zuma may have gotten their inspiration from. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got most of their inspiration from Puzz Loop. Also, Mitchell Corporation would eventually go on to create a spiritual successor to Puzz Loop for the Nintendo DS called Magnetica, and I think Magnetica was also eventually ported to the Nintendo WiiWare, but that doesn't really mean much anymore because the WiiWare no longer exists. And actually, Mitchell Corporation don't exist anymore either. They went out of business quite some time ago. Now that I think about it, maybe I should also try to do a video on Bust-a-Move at some point, but anyway, one thing at a time. Alright, so we're gonna go and play this for a little while. I'm not gonna keep you guys here for too long because there really isn't that much to say about this game overall. This is another one of those games that does have a bit of a weird control scheme, because I believe that you use some kind of dial in order to move the cannon around here. I'm just gonna push like one player start immediately here. Hang on. So you have like 3 different modes. You have panic mode, stage mode, and versus mode. Versus mode is basically just like a 2-player mode, which I'm probably not gonna be showing off at any point because I'm not really interested in it. So first of all, we're gonna show off stage mode right here. So yeah, match 3 colors of the same ball in order to remove them. Shoot the last ball to clear the stage. The game ends when the ball reaches the dead end, which is that green flashing line that you see right there. Yeah, so you'll notice immediately that this looks pretty damn familiar, doesn't it? I mean, it is basically Zuma. So you got this little cannon right here, and yeah, you just fire balls out of it. And as you can see, oh god, wait, I just completely missed that. There we go. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that's already the end of the first stage. Yeah, but you'll notice that this does have a pretty similar design to Zuma, where all the balls, or all the marbles in this case, are moving along a track. So they're moving along a, like, specific... Well, yeah, they're moving along a specific track. I was wording that correctly, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, your objective is to just match colors and just get rid of all the marbles, basically. And of course, you can create chains in order to get more points, but that's not really too important in the stage mode, I wouldn't say. This is also kind of like Zuma as well, where the colors of balls that you actually receive are basically random. And the game does straight up tell you that if you have a ball color that you don't want or you really don't need, you can just discard it. Like, the game straight up tells you to discard it. Like, hey, if the marble's the wrong color, get rid of it, like, immediately, okay? Because this is also another one of those action puzzlers where you really cannot afford to waste time because the marbles will continuously roll down the track at all times. I did mention before that there is an upgrade in this game that does allow you to slow the marbles down temporarily, which I think there is also an upgrade like that in Zuma. A lot of the upgrades in this game are effectively the same upgrades that you get in Zuma as well for stopping the marbles too, or like obliterating them. So I gotta try and get some cyan balls in here if I possibly can. I think the balls that are flashing like that, or sparkling, I guess, I think those are the ones that you have to shoot in order to get the special upgrades, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. But that's not really going to matter right now because we've already cleared that stage. So this is another one of those arcade games that does allow you to continue from where you last left off as well. Yeah, you get a bonus for the amount of chains that you make and also the amount of time that's left over. Or I guess, well, not the amount of time that's left over because there is actually no time limit in this game, but the amount of time that you take to beat the level. If you beat the level in a less amount of time, then you get more points. You get more bonus points. Okay, so I just got a bomb right there, which got rid of all of the blue marbles, I think? Or, well, actually, no, it got rid of all the cyan marbles. So yeah, all the cyan marbles just blew up, and they got completely removed from the screen. I actually don't remember if there's an upgrade like that in Zuma. But regardless, we have tornadoes now all of a sudden that we have to fend off. And let me just, oh god, okay, wait a second. We are kind of in trouble? Okay, well, that's what I get for trying to pay attention to like 5,000 different things at once. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that, there are some tornadoes moving around at the bottom of the screen now, and if any of your marbles come into contact with those tornadoes, they just get bounced back. and they basically just disappear for good. Yep, those are some marbles that you're just never gonna end up getting back. Just never end up getting back. They just get like flung into outer space, never to be seen again. I think, okay, hang on a second. I want to do something kind of neat here. Okay, well, if it actually gave me some freaking blue marbles, I would have been able to do something neat, but never mind. Never freaking mind then. Whatever, I think this level's basically done now. Yeah, there we go, cleared. Yeah, so you can continue playing the game as long as you have credits inserted, and because I am playing this on Mayhem, well, I can just keep pressing a specific key over and over and keep giving myself more credits. So that's totally fine. Well, I mean, I'm doing that for, like, the purpose of showing the game off, because I don't want to keep just going back to the first level if I keep failing over and over. Like I said before, you do only have one life in this game normally, so if you have, like, no credits at all, then, well, you're fricked, basically. You're fricked if you end up dying once. So, yes, oh god, I didn't mean to insert another orange one into there. Hang on a second, I gotta get rid of that. There we go. Okay, I gotta like think fast here because, oh god, they're already getting like really close to the end over there. Please give me a red. Oh, okay, maybe, okay, well, it's not great when they're not even like paired up with each other. That's fantastic. Okay, well, do the big ol' spin. And you just blow up and die, basically. Yeah, this is what I was talking about when I mentioned that this game is super difficult, but this game, or this level in particular, does allow you to create some pretty big chains. So you're able to get rid of marbles fairly quickly as a result. One thing that I definitely noticed, though, is that this game does actually appear to be, or it seems to be, significantly more difficult than Zuma, actually. Because it really doesn't feel like this game gives you a lot of time to react to all the marbles that are heading your way. Okay, wait a second. Did I do the same thing again where literally none of them are paired up with each other? Oh god, okay, hang on. Maybe we gotta do some smarter plays here. Don't know if that's a smart play necessarily, but I can get rid of these blues at least. Yes, indeed. Get rid of the orange. Okay, I can get rid of this. Okay, if I move fast enough, I can get rid of them. Hang on. Put him in the back. Oh my god. Well, if I got another blue, I would have been able to do it. Well, I am at the very least thankful that you basically have infinite continues if you're playing this on an emulator, because, yeah, Zuma does not give you this kind of luxury whatsoever, which I guess makes sense, because, I mean, Zuma's not an arcade game. Zuma originally came out on PC, like, it's actually a PC game. Maybe I need to be smarter with some of the, like, chains that I'm making here. Like, I can do that, something like that. And get rid of that, and then get rid of this. Okay, that chains up the blue balls together. Yeah, but then this is gonna create something that isn't, like, paired up with anything. Okay, so what if we just go, like, super fast then? Okay, wait a second. There we go. Move him back a little bit. Kinda like that, and then give me a purple. Okay, yeah, oh, well, that's more like magenta, actually, but yeah, okay, there we go. We got it that time. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much all there is to say about the stage mode. It's basically like the default mode of the game, like the single-player campaign here. I guess it's only like vaguely ancient Egyptian themed, or like the first one was ancient Egyptian themed. I don't even know what's going on here. This is almost like sort of like it has like a vague technology theme, like the second stage in particular, because it looks like this looks like some kind of circuit board of some sort. There's some weird bird creature in the background. I don't know what the significance of that is, though. It's like a fusion of ancient Egyptian and technology. I don't get it in the slightest, but I have to watch out for the stupid tornadoes. Oh, wait, I forgot that I was holding on to a magenta marble. Oops. Okay, well, we'll get rid of this then. There's a big line of blues that we can get rid of at the very least. So we'll take our chances with that. Okay, I'll put the magenta down there. Get rid of that green. Get rid of that cyan. Okay, that actually did make a bit of a chain. Actually, there we go. Go in between. And I can also... Okay, well, I was actually trying to go for that treasure chest, because I do believe those chests contain an item that we can use to get rid of the marbles a little bit easier. But hold up a minute. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna... Okay, never mind. It bounced off the damn tornado. Please. Use this. Get this. Get rid of the greens. That's gonna make at least one chain. Okay, I need to... Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I need to do things here. Why are you not giving me purples? Game? God. Well, I mean, I guess it is like Zuma as well, where it does kind of rely on RNG, because all the freaking marble colors you get in Zuma are completely randomized as well, and sometimes it can lead to, you know, some very, very awesome plays, but more often than not, it can just lead to complete heartbreak and anxiety. Not in that particular order, but you know what I mean. This game is really not any different, but I guess because it's even more faster paced than Zuma, it's basically anxiety all the way through. Like, the anxiety never actually lets up at any point, honestly. There we go. I should not have gotten rid of that green, because I could have gotten rid of this, and then I could have gotten rid of that, and then got rid of, get out of the way, tornado, there we go. Okay, well, there's a bomb. Okay, I think I just got rid of the purples. I was hoping I could pick that up to get rid of the blues, because that's what I actually wanted to do. But it's fine. Get rid of this, and this. Oh, I think this level's basically done, actually. Because if I'm able to... Oh, yeah, marbles of the same color are magnetically attracted to each other. That's also something that I forgot to mention. Primarily because it's something that I never actually noticed while I was playing the game off screen. But either way, that stage is done now. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we're gonna get introduced to a different marble type in stage 2-2 right here. And I have not actually managed to make it past this stage, mostly because of this stupid marble type. So you'll notice that there are, like, transparent marbles. Or I guess they are basically like bubbles. So the way that you have to deal with these marbles in particular is that you have to obliterate them using the explosions from other marble chains that you create. That's the only way that they can actually be destroyed. Because there is no specific marble color that you can combine with them in order to chain them together and obliterate them that way. That's not possible. You have to actually use the explosions themselves to obliterate the bubble marbles, as it were. And again, it's a lot easier said than done. There we go, I destroyed at least one of them. Or I guess they are also kind of like... You could also describe them as like glass marbles, because that's kind of also what they look like, to some extent. Yeah, so you gotta try and chain marbles of a different color together, and you have to make sure that these little, like, glass marbles are close enough to them that they get caught in the explosion, and they also get destroyed. I can't tell if I'm actually doing a good job at that right now, because I'm kind of just trying to focus on just getting out the colored marbles, but okay, maybe this is something I should actually start, like, paying a bit of attention to. Okay, I definitely messed something up here. Okay, wait a second. Oh no, everything got messed up, dude. Everything's just messed up entirely. Oh no, well... Also, I think that little display at the bottom right of the screen right there shows you how many marbles there are remaining. So I guess that does kind of function as a timer as well, showing you, like, how many more marbles there are left that the game's going to spawn. And then once that rectangle fully depletes, then there's no more marbles that the game's gonna spawn, and that basically means you're almost at the end of the level. You just have to try and get rid of the remaining marbles here. Oh god, I don't exactly know what to do here. Maybe put that marble right there for now. Okay, do I want another orange? Oh my god, okay, just get rid of it for now. Get rid of it for now. I'm trying to get rid of this glass bubble right here. There we go. So that they're not a nuisance to us anymore. Oh god, it does warn you when the marbles get in, like, the danger zone as well. It will warn you about that ahead of time. There we go. Well, it warns you as soon as they enter the danger zone. I am not getting any reds whatsoever right now. There we go. Get rid of that for now. Oh god, this is really not going well at all, dude. Holy crap. Go here. I got no... Oh, well, actually, no. I can throw this away over here. Well, maybe not throw it away necessarily, but just shoot it through the gap. I mean, this is also kind of like Zuma as well, where you kind of have to, like, try and be creative with your marble shooting right here. Gotta try and, like, shoot them through the gap. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so I have not been able to figure out how to even beat this freaking level so far. So I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is that I am going to let this timer run out, and I am going to show off Panic Mode next. I feel like Panic Mode is actually a lot more fun, because it's basically like an endless mode. It's an infinite mode that doesn't technically have an ending. It never technically ends because marbles just keep spawning constantly. But there is one other mechanic that panic mode actually has that I don't believe the stage mode has at all. So I would like to kind of show this off and yeah, just kind of play some panic mode here. I mean, I do feel like this game mode is a lot more fun to play anyway. So the way that panic mode works is that the more chains, the more marble chains that you create here, the more levels that you'll progress through. So as you can see, we're already at level 3, and it does show you your level up progress as well. And once that meter fills red entirely, then... Oh my god, I just got like a massive chain there, holy frick. But yeah, the more that meter fills up red, then the closer you are to leveling up. And leveling up in this particular mode basically means that the game gets more difficult. It gets more difficult as you progress onwards here. I don't know if it gets much faster necessarily, but I imagine it would. And I don't know if Zuma has a game mode like this. I don't remember it having like an endless mode of any sort. So that's essentially what this particular game mode is. And I do personally have a lot more fun with this particular game mode. Oh my god, okay, I need... There we go. Give me some magenters, please. I need some magenters right about now. There we go, very nice. Okay, no, this is definitely getting faster. God, I do not see any blues that I could pair up with. Okay, never mind, I do now. I do now. There we go. And every 10 levels, the background also changes. As you can see, this one is very space-themed in particular. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you see that rocket right there? We have to obliterate the rocket using a single marble. There we go. And it does actually, I don't think it actually pushes back the marbles necessarily. Yeah, they're all gonna pause until one of the other marbles connects with them and they start moving them forward. Which I think is also how the marbles operate in Zuma. Okay, I was not expecting that to happen. I did not think that was going to get paired up with that other marble. I thought they were like far enough away that it wouldn't happen, because that's not what I was trying to do. I do need to try and get rid of that yellow marble in the center right there, like on this side. Yeah, get rid of this. There we go. Very nice. Actually, maybe get rid of this one as well. Okay, shoot up that way. I did not realize we were already at level 14. Holy frick. Yeah, okay, just put it over there for now. Put it over there for now. I don't know if it's possible to swap in between the marble colors that you have, because you can clearly see that I have, like, 2 different marble colors that I'm holding on to. However, I don't know if this is like Zuma, where you can swap in between them at any time, because I don't know if you can, necessarily, but what I do know is that I need to start making chains, because this is bad. This is actually quite awful. To suggest otherwise means you're criminally insane. Okay, well, I managed to get to level 25 in this particular mode before. So I mean, I managed to do like somewhat good in this mode previously. So maybe what I would like to do is actually try that mode like just one last time here, and maybe see if I can just do maybe just a little bit better. Okay, well, I mean, that's a good start. We already got we're already getting like massive chains here. That's actually a really good start to this adventure, to this second take right here. Okay, the second quest that we're on. Oh my god, I almost cleared out the entire line. Jesus, man. Already causing a whole bunch of destruction across the nation right here. Or I guess more specifically, I'm causing all this destruction across what I think is Mercury? I don't know what planet that actually is in the background, but it does kind of look like Mercury. Okay, there we go. There we go. Those are the kinds of chains that I need. Those are the chains I need and the gains that I need. Indeed. Okay, this is actually a much better start right now. This is going a lot smoother than it was before. Okay, very good. Very good. We're doing some good things right now. Doing some real good things here. Oh my god, actually, we're already at level 10. We're already at level freaking 10. I didn't even notice that. I don't know what that, Oh, right, okay, so whenever the screen flashes like that, that basically means, that's when the missile appears. That's when the missile suddenly appears. I don't know if it would have been more beneficial for me to, like, get rid of the yellows or the blues, but either way, we're still getting rid of the yellows and the blues pretty easily, because look at these chains, man. Got so many chains around my neck. Okay, we're almost already back to where we were previously. Holy crap, this is actually insane. Okay, this is a much better run right here. This is a far better run. Yeah, I guess this one in particular is even more up to random chance, given the fact that this is technically infinite. Technically like an infinite mode here. There we go. Okay, I was able to hit it through the gap. Nice, okay, keep it going. Already up to level 15. Oh, very good. Oh, there's another big chain going right there. Very cool, man. Already back up to level 16, so we're already back to where we were previously. Very nice. Look at that. I mean, I could try to see if I could get back to, like, level 25, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it right now. But we can try. We can attempt it. Right here. Yeah, I think what I need to try and do is that I need to try and form chains in such a way that there's at least 2 marbles of the same color that are paired up together. That way I can create a chain a lot easier that way. Oh god, okay, I'm kind of failing at doing that right now, but hang on. Hang on. We're still making some relatively large chains. I think the rocket just spawned because I noticed that the screen flashed again. Oh, right up here. Right up here. Okay. I'm gonna need to ask you to stop giving me reds, dude. Please stop giving me reds right about now. Okay, very nice. We at least did get to level 20. At least did. At least we dad. At least we did it. Oh, okay. Whoa, wait. Blues! There we go. All the blues are gone. Wait, the rocket. The red rocket. Oh god, no, don't say that in public or even in a YouTube video. There we go. We got it. Okay, why are these guys vibrating so much? Get out of here. You guys need to go away. Like right about now here. Get rid of this. Okay, that's more reds getting removed actually. Okay, wait. Come back around for another yellow. Okay, cool. Oh, we can make a chain right here, combining the magenta colors together. Okay. I don't have that many cyan's right now that I can combine. Okay, we are at level 23 though, at least. Okay. I think we're kind of recovering. I might be about to eat my words though, just hang on a second. Okay, we're at level 24. Okay, get rid of those magentas at least. Oh, I can get rid of all these magentas down here. What greens can I combine? Oh, these ones right here, I guess. Yeah, that works. These ones. I don't know if I ever talked about the gray marbles right here, but yeah, there is a gray colored marble in this game. Oh no, I messed it up. Okay, well, how did it go over there? How did it go on the other side of that track? Okay, well, I mean, we did make it to level 25 again, though, just like I did off screen. Yeah, I didn't get a good enough score than I did last time, because I actually did get a much better score, but whatever. We can put our initials either way, RBK, Robotnik, placed in 4th. I don't even know if that is, like, considered a good score in this game, but it's the best that I can personally do, so level 25? I don't think it's that bad. Oh, this dude got to level 50, and yet I somehow managed to get a better score than him, even though I just got to level 25. Okay, dude. Yeah, I don't quite understand how that makes sense, but alright, game. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it regardless. Yeah, so I mean, other than that, guys, I really have nothing more to say about Puzz Loop. It's just, I mean, it's basically Zuma. It's literally Zuma. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's a clone of Zuma, because I think it's pretty obvious to anyone watching this video, or like anyone paying attention to the title screen of this game, that this game came out quite some time before Zuma. It's very obvious that Zuma is the game that's taking inspiration from Puzz Loop, and I'm pretty sure Puzz Loop itself is taking some inspiration from Bust a Move, also known as Puzzle Bobble. Because, I mean, it is kind of the same premise where you're combining, like bubbles of the same color together and trying to remove them from the grid. And you do use a cannon to, like, shoot bubbles out of the cannon. Because, again, it's one of those things where you're, like, shooting bubbles at bubbles to remove bubbles. And it is one of those things where you have to keep firing bubbles constantly, otherwise the game's just gonna progress onwards without you and the entire grid's gonna get filled up eventually. So, I mean, it is pretty much the same concept. Like, it's the relatively similar concept as Bust a Move, or Puzzle Bobble, because I think that's what it's called in Japan. Oh, okay, so I think that stopwatch over there is the upgrade that allows you to slow down time. Okay, you only get introduced to that in Stage 2-3, though. I also noticed there's some kind of tunnel that some of the marbles go through, which I'm guessing means that you just can't hit them while they're in the tunnel, like you can't combine them. You have to wait until they get to the other side in order to start combining them again? Okay, well, I mean, I can at least use the attract mode to see what other mechanics in this game I might have glossed over. Yeah, they just go through the tunnel. Okay, yeah, and whatever marble that you launch out of your cannon, it just flies over the tunnel. Okay, wait a second. Last 3 seconds, last 2 seconds. Oh no, that's showing like how long the stopwatch is lasting for, because I think it grabbed the stopwatch if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, either way, guys, I am going to try and end the video here. It seems like yeah, it seems like the attract mode is a lot better at playing this game than I am, the computer. Oh yeah, it seems like they're way better. Oh, no, oh my god, they're getting so close to failing, though. Oh, geez, okay, right down to the wire, holy crap. Yeah, but I mean, I really have nothing else to say about Puzz Loop beyond that, so, yeah. If you were always curious as to where exactly Zuma got its inspiration from, then, yeah. And I guess also, if you want to get an idea as to what sort of clones that the success of Puzzle Bobble / Bust a Move ended up spawning due to its immense success, then yeah, Puzz Loop's a pretty good example of the kinds of clones that came out in the wake of Puzzle Bobble's popularity. And I guess by that extension, so is Zuma. But this one does have a pretty interesting take on it. Like, the marbles are actually moving around on a track instead of, you know, just placing down tiles on a grid and just trying to match colors together to get rid of everything on the grid. But it's still a relatively similar concept, and at the end of the day, it is still fairly derivative. It does seem to me, at least, like Puzz Loop itself is taking a lot of cues from Puzzle Bobble. I don't know, man, I guess that means it's time to do a video on Puzzle Bobble, finally? I don't know, we'll see. Or Bust a Move, as everyone outside of Japan knows it. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there will be, like, a video on Puzzle Bobble, Bust a Move, whatever you want to call it, in the future sometime, but for now, I think I am going to end the video here, because I've got nothing more to say about Puzz Loop. I did insinuate nearly 3 years ago that I would likely be doing a video on this game as a sort of follow-up to my Zuma Deluxe video, because that is how I'm framing this video. And, well, it's finally done now, so there you go. If you want to know which Japanese arcade game that PopCap ripped off specifically, here it is right here. You just saw it in action. That does kind of make me wonder now, though, if that would technically mean that Zuma is actually a clone of a clone. Because again, I fail to see how different the gameplay of Puzz Loop is from, like, the Puzzle Bobble series from Taito. It's basically the same gameplay, and I'm actually surprised I didn't realize that before, because I've known about Puzzle Bobble's existence for a really long time. I'm surprised that I didn't connect the dots a lot sooner. But there you go, guys. I got nothing more to say about this. I kind of wish that I was able to show off Puzz Loop 2 as well, but I wasn't able to get the game to start up in Mayhem, because I managed to find a ROM file of the second game as well, but apparently I'm missing some kind of important bin file that Puzz Loop 2 requires in order to run properly on Mayhem, and I don't feel like trying to find that file at the moment. And I don't really trust websites that share files like those anyway. I don't know, I would have liked to have turned this into a double feature where I showed off both Puzz Loop games, but I don't think that's going to be possible. It seems like Puzz Loop 1 works just fine, save for some weird graphical issues on the title screen, but other than that, game runs perfectly, more or less. So if there is any takeaway to be had from this video, it would probably be that it's not just American companies that frequently rip off Japanese developers in terms of, like, game ideas or game mechanics. It's other Japanese companies that do the same thing as well. Again, all art is derivative, nothing's original anymore, and everyone's a fraud. I'm kidding, of course. The game is still pretty fun for what it is, and I at least like that it is not just a complete ripoff of Puzzle Bobble, because it's clearly trying to do its own thing, and I guess PopCap looked at that and they were just like, well, that's pretty cool, we're gonna steal that. I guess that just goes to show that even clone games can be influential as well. Anyway, I'm not providing a download link for this game in the description, you can go and find it for yourself. And I'm not gonna provide a download link to MAME either, because it's not even relevant to this video, so whatever. Video's done now, go do something more productive with your life. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later, guys.